Hello, this is Bridget with Divine Essentials. Alright, we're doing Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You can either be a Sagittarius or you can be cross-watching for somebody with Sagittarius in one of those placements. Take it as it resonates. You may identify with one side of the story, and I always try to intend that people receive a message, so it may not completely resonate because it is a general reading. Obviously, I can't get every single Sagittarius into this, but if it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't, okay? So what we're finding out is whoever you're connecting with at this time, what are they thinking, feeling, and wanting, okay? And again, you may end up resonating on the other side, all right? It may be ending, you may find that you're the one that's thinking and feeling and wanting these things, but we'll see, all right? So what is Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? What is their person thinking about them at this time? We have the Three of Cups coming through, and on the bottom we have the Seven of Cups. So the Three of Cups indicates third parties. So this person that you're dealing with could either be dealing with third parties, they may have multiple offers, because the Seven of Cups is about that, you know, multiple offers. There's a bunch of things happening here. This can also be illusions, not seeing everything fully, and it can also be about daydreaming. So I'm picking up a couple of things here. You could be dealing with somebody that is already in a connection, or they have like tons of offers coming their way. You know, there's like all these different people that are available to them. You may be one of those that they're thinking of, okay? You could be part of their many. Or, you know, there could be you having somebody on your side of the connection, and they could be thinking about you having multiple offers, okay? There may be a lot of people trying to get your time, energy, and attention. All right. So I'm also feeling like this person could be daydreaming, you know, just thinking about you, feeling a little left out. All right. If you've been dealing with other people, they could be feeling like left out. They could be feeling like you're having a new beginning in love. This is also a card of new love. So there really does seem to be either, wow, and the next one is the Eight of Cups. So this person could think that you're walking away to go towards new love, leaving them out in the cold, that there's just too many other distractions. This doesn't always have to be in regards to love. This can be you becoming a workaholic, or you becoming very distracted by things in your world, okay? So it's either you know, finding that they're doing all of this, or that you're doing all of this. But with this energy too, this could be an illusion. This person could just perceive you to be like walking away for a new beginning with somebody else. But yeah, there's definitely something going on here with distractions that's causing burdens. There could definitely be like a marriage or something that's impacting this. Or you could just have a lot of like suitors trying to get your time, energy, and attention. And these could be karmic contracts that you need to kind of clear up in order for you to have a new beginning with this person. I also feel like this person, when they think of you, they're thinking of you in that star energy. This is somebody that's kind of, you know, they place you up on a pedestal. This is somebody that's like rising up, again, has a lot of energy, a lot of attention from others. This could be somebody that identifies as a starseed, but regardless of what's going on, it does feel like this person's, you know, just feeling like they could be being left out at this time, thinking that maybe you're going in a new direction, or they could just be thinking of a new beginning with you, wanting to rush in to reconcile. Okay, so this person's definitely thinking they want to say something to you, they want to reconcile with you. They could have gone through a time of transformation, but there's definitely a lot of stuff happening up in here, and they're trying to find clarity. So I feel like this person wants to either, you know, step into that energy of the sun, which is very happy, fulfilled, you know, this is masculine energy. This is somebody that I feel would be happy, with you, to communicate with you, all right? And they could also be thinking about any of the pain that they caused in the past within your connection, or they could just be thinking about the pain that they may be feeling by not being in your presence. And then with the Two of Swords here, again, it kind of picks up that element that there's either difficulty with this person making a decision between you and somebody else, or they feel like, you're trying to make decisions somewhere else, or this could have been what led to this, all right? But I also feel that this person could be struggling to make the decision to bring in new communication and a new beginning with you to reconcile. But they're also thinking about building something, working together to make something solid. So what I'm picking up here is basically, there's been a lot of burdens within the connection. There's probably been distractions. Maybe you've both had, maybe you're both married, or maybe you both have had other things that have caused these energetic burdens when it comes to this connection. And it's likely coming from past lives, inner child energy that needed to be cleared up, because we did have the Justice card here, which is karmic energy. Those are lessons that we need to learn in order to come into a place of reconciliation. So there's definitely been a lot of stuff within this connection, and I feel like at times you probably both have been disillusioned by it. You're really not seeing things fully or clearly, and that's why this is needed. This is that illumination. This is that clarity that people are wanting. They're wanting that happiness. They're wanting to let the light back in, so they're not feeling kind of like out in the cold. This can also be, not feeling good enough. This can also impact our finances, being hard up or struggling at that point. So there's definitely a lot of different burdens energetically happening here, and I do sense that this person's wanting to make a decision, okay? They're wanting that clarity so they can make a decision to put this pain behind them and likely have a new start, fresh communication, where they rush in to this person that they're, wishing to connect with, talk to. And, I'm noticing his sword is up in the air and it looks like the star there. It's like they're wishing to rush in with that communication so they can work together with you to build something. Okay. So let's see, how's this person feeling at this time? So I've got the Eight of Swords. I feel like this person's afraid. They could be afraid that this is the ending of your connection. They could be afraid that like you're going somewhere else, or they could just be afraid to put an end to whatever it is that they're dealing with, if they're the one that has been juggling other people or other situations, or they could just be afraid to make a decision out of, all their offers. They could also be afraid that you're going to make a decision to go with another offer, and that could be the end of the situation between the two of you, okay? And it feels too like they want it to be gentle, all right? Because the deer here is like that gentle creature. I feel like they're afraid it's not going to be gentle if they come in to communicate with you. They're wanting to have a gentleness to this energy between the two of you, I feel. So how else does this person feel at this time? What are they afraid of? So we do have the Two of Wands, which again kind of, brings about that energy of decision making. This is somebody that's at a fork in their road and they don't know which way to go. They don't know what path to go down. This is planning for the future. So again, I feel like this person's afraid to either put an end to like a current situation that they're in. And again, those third parties could be they've just been single for too long, or they've been working so much, or they've been addicted to something, and it's like it's scary for them to make a change, okay? I feel like they're just afraid of making that change, whether it's leaving behind a wife or a husband or just leaving behind a way of life. They're wanting it to be gentle, so there is definitely fear within this person's mind, because the sword indicates the mind, indicates our communication, and the King of Swords is on the bottom, so they could just be really afraid of coming in with that communication, because the King of Swords is somebody that has a truth to speak. He's a man of integrity, he's a man of his word. They could also be afraid that there's going to be like a battle here, or that they will be left defeated. Maybe they're afraid to make that decision because they feel like it's going to be difficult, or it's going to be painful if you were to say no to them, or if they leave behind the situation that they're already in. There he is again. I definitely feel like they're afraid of communicating. They may be afraid that if they say something, it's just like going to get shot down, or you've already made a decision to go in another direction. And it's like they just really want that to be gentle. So if this person does reach out to you to communicate with you, I feel like it's because they're wanting to like plant some seeds here. They may want to like just kind of feel it out. Be gentle with them, because you know it seems like they may be nervous about that. And for those of you who they're wanting to leave behind something else, maybe there's been a lot of stagnancy within this, they're wanting to now reconcile. I feel like this person's seeing things from a different perspective, but they may need you to be gentle with them as they open up to you about it, because there's definitely a lot of fear here. And it does feel like they have good intentions. They're just afraid of this transformation. And that's normal. I mean, I know myself, I don't like change. I put a freaking mirror up today and I'm like, it freaks me out every time I walk in the room. So, you know, people get nervous about change. So just try to be gentle with this person, especially if you care about them. But they definitely feel like you're part of their destiny. They want to get into alignment with their abundance and their future. And when you're not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing for your destiny, everything else can feel like this. You know, everything else can be kind of agony. And I sense that this person's ready for this abundance and the blessings of the universe and their destiny with you, that illumination, that clarity, that they're just afraid. And they could also be afraid to leave behind the situation that they're in. If they're married, they may be afraid, like, how am I going to make it financially? We saw the Five of Pentacles, where they could be, you know, thinking like, oh gosh, I have kids, I have an ex-wife, like, how am I going to afford to do this? Or they could just be afraid to, you know, bite the bullet and change their life in some way. But I definitely sense this person feels like they want to rush in to say something. They just need to overcome their fear of it and feel like you will be gentle with them, regardless of what the situation is at hand. So what is this person wanting to do? So they're wanting to get creative in how they rush into an Empress, I feel. All right, they could also be getting creative in how they're going to rush forward as an Empress, but I feel like for majority of you, I know a lot of my viewers are Divine Feminines, you're probably waiting on a masculine to bring you their passion, either your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine counterpart, whatever label you want to place on it. I do feel like this person is now thinking of a creative way to rush forward towards you. The only thing about the Chariot is sometimes it can be a little like chaotic. They may not plan, or they may rush and they're like, you know, I'm gonna do this, and then they kind of just do it coming out of a place of passion. Again, you may have to be gentle with them. Just be careful with them, because it does feel like if they have all that fear backing up their rushing in, you know, they may say or do something that doesn't feel right, and I really don't feel like that's their intention there. I just feel like there could be a little, especially with that Seven of Cups, like there could be some distractions, there could be some illusions. So just really be gentle with each other to make sure that the communication is not being misconstrued. Like, try to tap in telepathically and feel this person's energy surrounding it. Like, are they really trying to act in a way that you may be perceiving them to be, or is there like a deeper, look at that, is there a deeper feeling there with that person? So they may show up in this King of Wands, let's get shit done, you know, I wanna be with you, like, sexually or whatever, you know, I'm lusting after you. But underneath the surface, there could be a lot of emotion attached to it. So they may not show it at their face value, but I feel like, you know, it is there. It just is under the surface. And this, for me, is that temperance energy, a balance of our passion and our emotion, which is temperance, which is my yes union energy. So, okay, this person may actually be wanting that. Okay, that could have taken a long time. Could have been a long time that you're waiting, because temperance for me also indicates patience. But I definitely feel like this person knows and feels that you're this person that they care about, they have this passion for. They probably perceive you to be their Empress, and they're wanting their divine counterpart. They're wanting to make the decision in love to come forward with their divine person that they're meant to be with. Yeah, they're wanting to make a decision that they've been having a lot of anxiety surrounding, and it's likely to reconcile, listening to that final horn and that final judgment call from Spirit to not give up on this and to come forward to make a clear decision that's going to lead you guys to your Four of Wands. All right, somebody that's ready to make a choice to be with their divine counterpart, to work together, to build something solid. What else does this person want? Yeah, they want to transform it, and they want a new beginning of value. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, you see the moon there, and this was just flipped in here. On the bottom I have the Hierophant, and then here I've got the Fool. So when I see this, though, the moon back here always indicates to me those insecurities. So I feel like what they're wanting is they're wanting to transform that, to collect the tools that they are needing to put the insecurities, to put the fears, to put the anxiety in the past, and to come forward and take that leap of faith into a higher level of, you know, commitment to themselves to transform. And through that transformation and that commitment to themselves, they're actually able to rise into their own star energy and come forward into alignment with what they've been wishing for, to communicate and to you know, be with their empress or their divine counterpart, or whatever label you want to place on it, their soulmate. But it does seem like that's what they're trying to do. They're wanting happiness. They're wanting their wishes to be fulfilled. They're wanting their cups to be risen up. And I feel like they're just ready. Yeah, a lot of them are just ready to communicate and bring justice to this, okay? Yep. And they want their Queen of Cups to go with their King of Cups, and on the bottom is the Strength card, which has come through in all of the readings that I've been doing, because we do have the Lion's Gate opening up. It's actually open since yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and it goes until August 8th. 8/8 is the Lion's Gate. So this is going to be a very potent time for people. This is the Galactic New Year. This is going to be a good time to like really focus on self-love and clearing up these contracts, receiving new communication from people that are ready to go through transformation with you, having wishes fulfilled, rising up. You know, it's that next level of commitment to ourselves for the next 365 days. And this is a time of abundance. This is a time of healing and transforming. So, you know, I find that this is a very potent time for those on these types of situations, these connections, those that are labeled themselves as starseeds or whatever you want to call yourself, a light worker, a healer. It's like this is a potent time to get into alignment with where you're supposed to be headed for that destiny. So this person may be ready and wanting now to not give up on this and to work together to build something reconciling, leaving behind all the fears, the doubts, the indecisiveness behind, so that they can come together with their person that they perceive to be their divine person. Whether you're feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter. This person's ready to make that decision, and I feel like they're doing so from a place of balance within their emotion and their passion, and they know that there's this strong telepathic communication. So, you know, just be careful to be gentle with this person. But I'm going to go a little deeper for this, and we're going to find out, what does this person want to say to you? What can you expect over the next 4 weeks? And then the final outcome of the connection. So if this has been resonating and you want to find those things out, the link will be down below. If not, you can, thank you for joining me this far. You can like, comment, and subscribe. All of the other information is down below. I am booked up until September now, and if you'd like to donate, there's a little link down below. I did find out today that I'm going to be helping my sister with her, with my niece, with the daycare. So donations will be going to that. But yeah, if you'd like to donate, links down below. If you'd like to send a deck, there's an Amazon wishlist down below. And I think that's it. Alright guys, so I will see you in the next part if you are coming. If not, in Mune, namaste.